For this episode, I reached out to YouTubers that I really like and whose work inspires me to continue doing what I do. It is that respect that fills me with joy to be sharing whack with everyone in this video.
We as creators are constantly using our energies to try and make a difference.
Whether it's bringing you information that we think you need to know or listening to your problems and figuring out solutions.
And creator है तो creative होगा. And creative होगा तो जरूर dreamer होगा. So today we are going to share our dreams because anything worthwhile that has been done by a man or a woman started off as a dream of one persona wanting to make a difference.
That said, our work is different from a scriptwriter writing a movie. A lot of research goes into ensuring that whatever we say is true. And because we are constantly focusing on the situation in India as it unfolds, sometimes it feels like the solutions are not so impossible. All it takes is a small change in thinking or behavior.
We are going to tell you some solutions that we think might help fix the road to the future of India that we want to build together. Now that might just be our opinions, so hear them out and then in the comment section tell us about the future of India that you want to see before you die.
The ways in which you think that we can achieve that India.
And your opinion on what was said in this video. And most importantly, share this with others so they can join in on this conversation.
Hi, I'm Abhi.
And I'm Niyu.
My name is Abhijit Chavda.
Hey, my name is Ashrish, also known as India in Pixels.
My name is Freishia. This is Whack.
And in this episode, we are going to
Tell you what we dream about. We want to see an India where people believe that their actions do make a difference, no matter how small they are.
Looking at all the negativity around us, we're forced to believe that everything is falling apart. Nothing can be fixed, the system is broken and everything is dying.
And to some extent, it is true. It is true because the generations that came before us did not believe in this simple concept that their actions matter, be it in any space.
Let's take an example of the environment. We're generating so much of trash every day that we can build 3 Burj Khalifas. The mountain of trash in Mumbai is around 19 floors high and it's only going to grow taller. Why? Because of one simple inaction that people don't segregate their waste.
So we want to see an India that is inspired enough to take this small step that takes less than 10 seconds, segregating waste.
We've been composting for the past 2 years and that journey has had its ups and downs.
But over a period of time, even someone like me who is scared of maggots and worms considers them as a part of the environment, a part of our ecosystem. They are our friends.
And now these small actions can be anything. Anything that you can do that makes the world 1% better. Shift it to a menstrual cup? Well, congratulations. You've saved the earth from toxic sanitary pads that take 500 years to decompose.
Started a rooftop garden in your building. This step will cool your building and increase the green cover.
Inspired to start composting? It's going to take literally 3 gigatons of CO2 out of the atmosphere. You're literally saving the earth.
Are you teaching a child or helping them get a better education? You are literally changing lives. The India that we want to see will value the importance of these small steps.
The India that we want to see will take these steps because they're convinced that if they give a little love, it'll all come back.
The India that we want to see will be more mindful, more compassionate because they will think that the country is their family. The magic of positivity is that it's infectious.
It inspires others to do their bit and together it becomes a snowball of change.
It makes us think, hum kya kar sakte?
Because we believe that none of us are big enough to get rid of all of India's darkness at once.
But we are sure that all of us together are bright enough to shine.
The India that I want to see before I die is one where the value of its civilians' life matters to the entire nation. You can look this up, but before the pandemic and the lockdown, every day 13 people died in my city of Mumbai just while traveling on the trains. Finally, the local train is called as the Lifeline of Mumbai, and that lifeline took approximately 4,750 lives in a year. And this is not a topic of discussion at all. Mumbaikars just shrug it and they go on with their day. The image that stuck with me the most during the pandemic was that of bodies being dumped into the Ganga. These people had little in life and not even a decent funeral in death. There are a lot of forces that are in play that are trying to distract us from these simple facts. They're trying to divide us on multiple levels and keeping us focused on silly things like what a politician said or what an IPL team did. According to me, That has to change. That change has to be only at an individual level, on a one-person basis, and it has to come from within us. The India that I want to see is one where we need to focus on the real issues around us and not get distracted by the silly stuff. If we stop worrying about the afterlife and try to make life on earth a little more heavenly, a lot of good will definitely come. Other countries have managed to go in this direction, and I want my country to go in that direction too.
In India, before I die, I wish to see that men and women have an absolute equal exposure in the field of finance. I believe that men and women should have an equal confidence when it comes to investing. Now, you might be wondering why women are a little bit laggards in the field of finance and investment. Is it because they don't have that much intelligence? Answer is no. It's because they don't have that much exposure in these areas. Now, how can their confidence and how can their exposure increase? I believe that the solution is introducing all these subjects related to investments, insurances. All these subjects should be introduced at a school level. If at a school level exposure is given to such subjects, why not? Everyone will get an equal opportunity to learn these subjects and to gain absolute confidence in these subjects. If that happens at an early age, then I believe that many women can also become the CFOs of top companies, of top industries as well. I really believe that agar financially padhega India, to hi badhega India.
Number one, I would like to see India's economy grow significantly. India has historically accounted for at least a third of the entire world's GDP throughout most of known history. I would like to see India reclaim this historical position. Number two, I would like to see India become a scientific and technological superpower. There is no economic growth without scientific and technological excellence. So I would like to see this happen. I would also like to see India become one of the top two global powers in space exploration. I would like to see an Indian space station in orbit around the Earth, and I would like to see Indian astronauts set foot on the moon and on Mars and even set up bases over there. Number three, I would like to see India's education system undergo significant reforms. I would like to see our education to be decolonized, and it should be made free and accessible to all. Number four, India needs universal free healthcare. In any civilized society, education and healthcare must be free, universal, and accessible to all. And that is the reason why we pay taxes. So that is the fourth thing I would like to see. And lastly, I would like to see India become a cultural superpower again. India has always been a net exporter of culture. In the past 1,000 years, this has changed. It needs to change again. India needs to reclaim and regain its status as the number one exporter of culture by becoming tourism and cultural superpower.
The India of my dream is a well-designed India. It's a creative India and it is a confident India. It's an India where everything from the banking system to our urban infrastructure, everything is well-designed. As Indians, we're used to adjust. We're used to compromise. But in the future, we don't have to because we would design our country thoughtfully and intentionally. In the India that I dream of, education will be personalized. A syllabus that is custom-made for every child based on their natural interests and talents. The focus wouldn't be on exams and memorizing things, but on learning how to learn so that children can navigate their lives independently. Picking a career would be a lot easier because we would use AI to help every child figure out what their talents and best interests are. Instead of coal and steel, our top exports to the world will be educators, doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders. In the India that I dream of, our cities will be cleaner, smarter, and more accessible. They will be embedded with intelligent systems that will allow our cities to automate boring tasks like waste management, traffic control, parking, and sewage management. Our cities will instead have more spaces that facilitate interactions and ideations like museums, art houses, science parks, and entrepreneurship spaces. The India of the future would also be a leader in manufacturing. Local Indian products from textiles to handicrafts will have great demand in the international markets because they would be presented and designed in the best way possible. India has many complex problems, but every problem is an opportunity when seen with the eyes of optimism. With technology, data, and creativity, we can unleash so much potential in us. Like Hanuman, who had forgotten his gifts, we are also a nation that has forgotten that we were made to be the world leaders. The future is made for us. We just have to wake up and be excited about the possibilities. We need to have big aspirations both for our country and for ourselves. And we need to truly believe that if all of us give our best, we will be able to design a country that our children are proud to inherit.
The India that we want to see is full of hope and scope. While it is easy for us to dream about an ideal India, at the end of the day, it is high time that we change gears and we set some wheels in motion. So what is the India that you want to see before you die? And what did you think about the solutions that some of your favorite creators have spoken about? We would love to hear from you in that comment section below. And don't forget to share this video with everyone. I'll catch you again very soon. Ciao.
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 If you like this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe.